Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now for some reason today I just feel like doing this because I just do. Now I've been sent a few buttons like on cards, and I've also made a smaller one time, I think, when I was doing the 20s, I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to show you now how to do the little button cards that you can put in your books. You know, you can either put a little piece of string through there and tie it on, or glue it in like that. Anything to do with sewing or whatever. Really not hard to do at all. You just come up with, now the idea hit me come up with me this morning to do it because what was it, yesterday or the day before, I bought these tiny buttons in these jars. Now I'm sure I got some not long ago too. Cost me $1 for this little jar full, $1 for that one, and this one cost me 50 cents. And that's what I was looking at doing when I seen them. I thought, now they'd make really good little old sort of fashion button cards, like you buy your buttons on. So it's really simple. Of course, I've got a few different sizes cut out here because I wanted to try, you know, just different things. And it's quite simple, really. All you do is you've got a piece of paper, and whatever size you want it to be is just absolutely perfect, I'm sure. And then I'm just going to use my nail file. Go around here. If I use the scissors, I tend to cut it, and I don't want to cut it. I don't have one of them scratchy things, but this is just as good, isn't it? It just works just fine to distress the edge of it. Okay, now all we're going to do now is put some ink on there, which I'm using this Tim Holtz Distress ink, which is lasting me so long. It's absolutely amazing, because I don't do a lot of paper craft, but I do like to incorporate that into my sewing things as well, you know. So I'm going to put dab a bit on there, so we've got a little bit of a stressful look to it. Okay, and we do that. Probably not teaching anybody anything, but you never know. I've got a lot of new subscribers out there, so maybe there'll be something different out there that somebody can learn. Now I need a hole in that. Excuse me if I'm diving over there. I don't need a very big hole in it, so I'm going to my proper dolly thing here, and I'm just going to make a little hole in the, I'll eyeball this. You think I might get it right, eh? I'll just eyeball it there. Okay, so there's a little hole in that. I'll just give it a bit of a dab around there with a bit of ink. Too much on there or not, I don't know. Don't think so. Is that the right side? Yeah, that's good. Now I had to try and find a word. I had to find a word on my stamps. You can either write on there or whatever you want to do, however you want to put the little word on. I found elegant, and then down here I've got 46 cents, which will be a long time before we'll never see buttons for that price again, I wouldn't imagine. So now I'm going to pick out the buttons. I think I'll do the white ones on here. To get this out of here, I had to use a needle to get this out of here. Okay. But you know what I'm going to do first, before I do this? Where's that needle I had? It was sitting in there. Oh, it is. It was a stick pin thing. I had to stick it down in there, hopefully, to pull that out. There you go. Worked really well, didn't it? Actually, this card might be too big for these tiny little things. You might not be able to see them very good. First of all, I'm going to put my stamp on. Now, I made my stamp how I make my stamp, you know, with my blocks. I've got a collection of blocks with my stamps on them, so my acrylic stamps, because I like to be able to not have to worry about shifting them or anything onto one thing to the other. When I mean that, I mean from the acrylic blocks. Actually, I've got this one glued onto that one. Couldn't find that acrylic block. Now I know. Here it is. You wouldn't believe this. I searched everywhere for that, but I forgot. When I bought them, they only come with one knob, and so I used a cotton reel for its press. See? Oh, there you go. That's where it is. Sonia, you found it. And here's the other one. Oh, look at that. I was really panicking one day because I bought a set of 3 of these, and I thought, how come I haven't got 3 of these to move things on and off of? But I don't enjoy doing that at all, so I just stuck the. It comes with a knob that you can move from one thing to the other, but I just sort of stuck the cotton reel on. I thought, you know, that's there, it's got to move, and then I can just pick it up and use it. Okay, so back to this. Elegant, make sure I've got it stamped up the right way. I'm going to use the same colour Turn him round. Yeah, you got it upside down. That's off to a good start there, Sonia. I'll try and put it up to the top as close as I can. It's on sideways. You know what? I don't think that's gonna that's not gonna matter, is it? Ah, dear, it was going for a brumming machine, okay, or whatever put it out there that day. When you put your stamp on, make sure you stamp it straight. I guess this is because I don't know. I've got it. Let me see. I'm going to do it again, am I? Yeah, let's do it on this one, see how it turns out. That's still not straight. I'm going to have to sort that out. Sorry about this. Don't do what I'm doing, okay? Now, you just need a piece of thread because you want to put it on with needle and cotton because you don't want to make it look like it's real. Oh, well, it is real, but you know what I mean, like it actually come from the store. And we got me... Hope everybody's having a good day. Mine's been a bit, you know, one way and another. It's been okay. We just got to keep on smiling. That doesn't really matter what, you know what it is, I think, going? It's that heat come back again to get us. I might have had all that rain and skied it about it too much, eh? I might have skied about all that rain too much. Now, I guess, you know what, I can put this in my work, though. I don't have to explain that to anybody, do I? Because it's my piece of work. It's handmade, so it's not going to be a perfect thing, is it? So there we go. I just got a piece of paper out of one of me paper pads, and then I just cut this out because I don't think it needs to be a really heavy piece of card for the fact that you're going to sew through it anyway too. This is not very heavy, it's flexible. So you just put your little buttons, well, don't pull that all the way, one button, and I don't know what I'm going to do when we put the other one. We'll come down here. I might have to pretend that this is what it was supposed to be like. Higgledy-piggledy. If you want to line your... I did that one. It worked. You know, but when you turn that camera on, we all know the ones of us that do the videos, everything just goes berserk. It just goes weird. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to put these on here like willy-nilly because sometimes you have 5 on a card instead of 4. Or 3 or whatever. Some could have fell off. Yeah, let's make it with it falling off there. Why not? We'll have one button missing and a piece of string hanging down. The holes where it used to be. Alright? There we go. Oh, I was saying last time I was on here too that I was having a few medical issues. Well, you know what? I'm fine. You know, all the things I think that matter. They've checked, you know, heart, blood, all that sort of stuff. All good. I think I could have had a virus or something, you know, that was making me nearly tip over. It was really scary for me. Now, when that fell off there, that button, it's going to leave a bit of thread hanging down, okay? I think. I don't know if that looks a bit unreal or what. Where did it go? I went back through the hole. Now leave it like that, eh? Look. Yeah. Sometimes we get a card with a button missing. If we buy it from an opportunity shop or something. I've been out buying a few bits. I'll do a video later on. I'm going to go tomorrow to the one up at the showground again, Don. I wish they wouldn't do that to me. They do. They put that on there. This is going to make it... I'm going to tear this a tiny bit. Whoops. Now I've made another hole. It's probably not necessary. Which way should I push it through? This way. Anyway, it's got a piece of string there. I'll put another bit of cotton through it so you can see it. I want it to look a bit more realistic like, don't you? There you are. It was sewed on there once and it's gone now, okay? I have a story to go with a lot of my videos, don't I? It's something that when you see it in your mind, you know. When you're young, I don't think people look at the world like you do when you get older. You can see so many things in the things in the world, you know. There's so much... when you're young, you just go through life and everything just goes around you. You don't even take any notice of what's happening, do you? So anyway, I think I need to distress that a bit more. I think he needs to be a bit more rubbishy looking than he is, okay? There we go. I say rubbishy looking, I mean, you know, a bit more. The only thing I think might be wrong with it, I've used the same colour on that there as what I did with, you know, the distressed part, the ink. But you got to learn these things. I mean, it's all trial and error, isn't it, really? I'm even going to let it go over the buttons a bit so they're not so wide, eh? How's that look? Not too bad. Oh well, if I get a thumbs down, never mind. Doesn't really matter. It's obviously, you know, people need to use their that's an old wrecked one of those, okay? So thank you. Love all your responses, all your comments, so please don't be shy and have a talk to me. I do read what you write, and I will answer you if I can, but mostly I'm too busy, so I'm sorry about that. I just want to thank you now though for being one of my subscribers and for watching me with all my fiddling around and things that I do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to do some sewing now. Okay, I'll show you how to do a couple more embroidery things. Alright, so thanks for watching. Bye.